I'm gonna show y'all how to make homemade chili. I know what you're thinking. Why would I trust her? She's on a road and in her bonnet. This is also my kitchen. So if you're hungry and also 5 months pregnant, I feel like that should be more than enough to show you like I'm serious. I'm hungry. I don't have no time to waste. I'm kid free today, and I'm just trying to eat, all right? That's it. That's all. Super easy. Honestly, this don't take no time at all. The only thing that takes time is like getting it together, then getting it in the pan and letting it sit. You're gonna need your kidney beans. I use the S&W kidney beans. Tomato paste, crushed peeled tomatoes, black pepper, cumin, chili powder, cinnamon, some Jiffy cornbread mix, some milk, some eggs, some sugar. The only thing I'm missing that I just don't feel like ripping and running trying to go find is beef broth. It's just gonna have to do without. Some 2 bell peppers, 1 whole onion, 1 whole jalapeno, about 6 cloves of regular garlic. If you have a chopper, that'll make this super easier and a lot quicker. And we just finna get into the whole recipe of making this chili. Starting off with our meat. My pan's already hot, so let me show you. I'm just going to be taking my 3 pounds of meat, chucking it in there. Now that that is almost pink, I'm going to take my seasoning and just sprinkle it around until I feel like, I'm going to try to measure so I can tell y'all exactly how much. One thing, if you have a chopper, it's going to make it so much quicker to cook because you're not chopping everything by hand. I'm going to do the white onions first. I'm just going to toss everything in here. All of my white onion. I had to use 2 because the center of one of my onions was rotten. So I had to use like 2.5 just to make a lot. Put it into my bowl. Green bell peppers into the chopper. I like to do them relatively small. Remember, this is going in chili, so your size is your size, but this is what I'm finna use. The size I'm finna do, I guess I should say. I got everything exactly how I want it. With the chopper, I will say you can't do it too much because then it's going to get too fine and you don't really want that. So taking out all of the green pepper, putting it into a separate bowl. Next, I'm going to scoop my jalapeno. If you want some spice to your chili, you would keep some of these seeds. I don't want no spice. I'll be feeding this to the kiddo too, so I'm just going to scoop it all out into the trash can. Honestly, I might save a little, but not much, honestly. Boop. With my onions, before I have to go pick up, with the onions, I'm taking all of these onions and putting them straight into the meat dish, or the meat portion, I should say. For the bell pepper, this is 2 bell pepper chopped in a chopper. Just like that. There's nothing complicated at all about this. You're basically just cutting, mixing, adding everything in together. At this stage, I'm also going to put in that jalapeno and my garlic that I chopped up a little earlier. At this point and everything, before I mix it, I like to taste it, see how it's going. So if I need to add more seasoning, this will be the time. If I need or if I want to add more onions, more bell peppers, this will be the time to be able to see. It's salty, but that's okay because all this bell pepper is gonna absorb some of that. So I'm gonna leave it. I am gonna add some black pepper. It needs a kick. It's gonna be the point where I add my tomato paste. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of this, just straight into what I have going on here. Next, brown sugar. It's only gonna say 2 tablespoons of that, but they're gonna be pretty generous tablespoons. They're not gonna be no small scoops, so just kind of keep that in mind on how you like to have your flavor. When you add a little bit more, it does change it in its entirety. So at this point, I would be adding some beef broth or beer if I had it. I don't, so it's just gonna have to do without. I feel like if it gets to the point where I'm cooking and it just tastes really bad, I'm not really bad, but like something's missing, I'm just gonna add chicken stock, because I do have that, and it's basically the same thing. It has the same type of flavor you're looking to get. So I'm just gonna add some chicken stock if I feel like it's missing some of that after all of this. Before I transfer pots though, I am going to be adding my crushed peeled tomatoes. This is about 15 ounces worth, so it's a pretty generous amount. It's gonna go directly into the pot with the meat. Oops. And the lid, I guess. A little bit of cinnamon just to add some dynamic to that. Black pepper also. Enough to make you sneeze, honestly, or make you feel like you're about to sneeze. Some cumin. I'm actually going to use a measuring spoon for my cumin so I know exactly how much. And I'm going to start off with 1 teaspoon, I'm sorry. One teaspoon of that, and then 1 teaspoon of my chili powder. That's that. I'm going to put that on a low heat, let that cook down just a tad, and then I'll be moving on to my beans in my next pot.
How was your day, love?
It's all right. It was all right.
Did you say sorry?
I said it was all right.